There. Just want to see how this live program works. I'm not sure how it works. Can I switch to a different screen? I don't know if you can see the screen right now, or maybe you still see me. I can't tell. But anyways, when I was searching for socialism on YouTube, for videos that have been posted this past week, see preponderance of YouTube, which is owned by Google, of course, showing a lot of Fox News videos. Leads me to wonder, is Fox News trying to, is Google trying to promote their capitalistic propaganda to support their capitalism, free market capitalism, against the principles of socialism? Perhaps Google are concerned that there's a threat to their hegemony by the rising popularity of socialism. Seems kind of dark here. I think I'm going to turn on a light. One moment, please. There, that's better. We just had some rain. A little bit of rain, not much, but made things a little bit dark outside, so we don't have as much natural light as I thought maybe we had. Where was I? Talking about the results, search results, YouTube search results, looking for the term socialism for videos posted in the past week. And I see a couple of videos that were posted high up on the search list too. The search results list. YouTube apparently thinks they're ones worthy of being listed high up there. They probably recommended them a lot to make sure people see. And I just thought I'd point out how they seem to be implying using some bogus arguments against socialism. So it looks like their videos. I didn't even bother watching them. I figure what's the point? What they seem to be implying is that I think what it looks like they have some reporter on the beat, on the street, taking interviewing people out of the blue. People just walking by probably don't have their minds on complex socioeconomic issues or political philosophy. Probably thinking about who knows what, maybe what to have for dinner, or thinking of maybe the park to visit, a publicly owned, community-owned park. Maybe they want to visit a park. Yeah, it's owned by the community, therefore is communally owned. Therefore is a communist public. Yeah, that's what communism is. It's just communal ownership, community ownership. That's what communism is. That's what our roads are. Public roads, public sidewalks. Don't have to pay some capitalist, some greedy capitalist holds their hands out and, or worse, puts up a big gate and says, "Pay me or turn around. Can't go past here. If you don't pay me some big bucks, because this is my street, I own it. I'm the capitalist. Can't go past here without paying me some bucks, because I'm greedy." That's what the capitalists are. Yeah, that's what the people that want privatization. They want everybody. They want a few billionaires to own all the streets and public roads and sidewalks, so that they can get richer and richer. So that your freedom is going to be more and more restricted unless you have lots of money. You're going to have to fork over every last dime to make sure that those greedy capitalists can live in their lives of luxury, swill their sherry, eat the caviar, have their 60,000. Wear their $60,000 Patek Philippe watches. They're 80-foot yachts. Yeah, that's what they want. They want to privatize everything. So you're not going to have any more freedom. You have to pay to go anywhere. You have to pay just to get out to the end of your driveway, because there will no longer be public streets, because those capitalists want to turn the public streets into private enterprise, privately owned. You have to pay a toll just to leave your house. If they even allow that, maybe they'll just put up a fence and say they don't want anybody out there, so you end up being a prisoner in your own yard. Can't go anywhere, because the capitalists want to privatize everything, including the public road running across the one's a public road. They want to privatize that and turn it into who knows, whatever they want. It'll be their property once it's no longer public. Maybe they'll just put a fence up and make you a prisoner in your own house. You can't leave your house. Can't leave your yard. So that's what the private capitalist privateers want. But anyways, I was talking about those search results I saw on YouTube. They had some right-wing plutocrat propaganda video where it was a man on the street saying, where they're asking people who will pay for socialism, or how will socialism be funded? And say these people that they stopped on the street and shoved a microphone in the face, or probably had their minds on something completely else. But regardless, whether or not they came up with an argument is irrelevant. It's not as though there's any kind of logical format where you say, "Oh, if I stopped a couple of people and they could not find a good argument for X, this case socialism, therefore not X." I mean, it's totally bogus argument. It's not a logical form. It's a fallacious form of argumentation. I would just but I mean, it's obvious how you pay for it. You pay for the programs the way you've always paid for all the different programs, through revenue, and you can always come up with different forms of revenue. There's all sorts of funding that can be accessed to pay for socialism or any other program. There's always been just different ways to pay for programs, whether it's a social welfare, Medicare, food stamps, military, highways, or what have you. Yeah, there's revenues, and then there's expenses. Congress decides what kind of revenuing can be done, and Congress also decides what kind of expensing can be done. And but if you ask me what kind of forms of revenue, I think there's some different novel forms of revenue that could be explored, such as the Wall Street. I think we need to look at Wall Street and look at the high-frequency trading machines. Those are something that could be the small tax on each trade using a high-frequency trading machine. Even could be a fraction of a penny. They could add up, or just a few pennies, and that the ordinary household, ordinary retail investor that's trades, the day trades, or even day trades, or long-term trades, buy and hold, they would not be affected significantly, if at all. I mean, if they'd be maybe a penny that they'd have to pay in a tax, if at all. But it would be these large Wall Street firms that are using these high-frequency trading machines that would have to pay a big bill. That's just what's one possible form of revenue. There's all sorts of other ones, and there's also cutting back on the expense side. One big, huge area that could be cut is the military-industrial complex, war spending. We currently have some 800-odd foreign military bases. Are those all really necessary? Even if they could conceivably be necessary in the future, couldn't we mothball some of them and have them, could keep them, but have them just ready and have a skeleton crew, if at all? But it could be ramped up kept it keep the pilot light on, so to speak, so that if it's needed in the future, the foreign military base, we could ramp it up. But in the meantime, we can cut costs by not having all these 800 some odd foreign military bases fully up and running and funded. We save some big money there. And I'm sure there's some other ways. There's also a lot of funding in military that has been disappeared, that there's no accounting for. I mean, we're talking trillions of dollars over the years. It has gone missing. It's gone. Nobody knows what's happened to it. We could do some better accounting there with the military budget, so that we don't no longer have this missing money. And where that missing money went, we can now pay for other programs such as post-secondary education. College, use that to pay for colleges. There's all sorts of possible forms of revenue that we can pay for that would pay for what would be called socialist programs. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to discuss for now. And I wanted to give this live on the air a try. Seems to be working. It's a nice way to avoid having to upload a file that'll take a couple hours for just 10 or 12 minutes, 10 to 11, 12 minutes. And that's what I think this recording will be it. I'm about wrap this up. And it's nice, I guess. I'm assuming it's already going to be on YouTube as soon as I'm done, as soon as I hit the stop button. Well, it's on now. So I'm live on the air, recording and live. Well, that's all for now. And thank you for watching, and good luck.